With the Modern Warfare 2 update, we just got weapons with a new type of tracer effect and a new type of impact effect. So let's test out everything it has to offer, this being the Tracer Pack Padraigs Pandemonium bundle. And yes, this is a St. Patrick's Day themed bundle. Starting off, we got the brand new operator skin for Connor. It's the off Kilter. It's a pretty decent looking skin, but I don't know. This isn't a skin I see myself rocking too much. He's got an awesome kilt there though. Then we've got the weapon here, this being for the Raal. And yes, this is our first Tracer Pack version for the Raal. It seems to have some light up effects here. It's very green. I wonder what this is going to look like with camos. We're going to test that out. It is pro tuned for bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil control. Then it's got the tracer slash impact effects. It's got a rainbow tracer, and the impact effect is luck of the Irish impact. Then it's also got a unique death effect, this being the gold coin explosion effect. Can't wait to see what that looks like in game. Then we've got a really cool looking melee blueprint for the combat knife. This is probably going to look insane with camos. Unfortunately, it doesn't say anything about tracer effects. We'll still try just in case, but probably not. We got a vehicle skin. We got a weapon charm here. We got a finishing move called Rapid Incision. As always, we'll test out all three different versions of that. We got a brand new gun screen, but it doesn't tell us what it's counting. Probably kills. Then we've got an emblem here. With that, let's go ahead, add this bundle to our account. Here's what the operator skin looks like in a third person view. Nothing special. So starting off, let's take a look at the blueprints. Here's the Raal, and this is really vibrant. That green really does stand out. It appears to have some lighting effects on the left side. We'll have to go into a darker area to test that in a second. Then we've also got the combat knife. Let's go ahead, give this an inspect as well. This appears to be glowing a little bit as well, or at least the shun signs through it. Yeah, look at that. Wait, is it a little bit see-through? I think it is. I think you can see through the knife just a tad bit. I wonder if that's going to stay when we put camos on it. All right, now for the real test. Let's go ahead, test out the different tracers effect on this. So if you shoot it up in the sky, it's just generic green tracers. If we shoot it on the ground, there's clovers. You straight up grow clovers wherever you shoot. We could do a whole little a whole little patch of grass. Okay, that's definitely an interesting impact effect. That's what they call those now. These are officially called impact effects, and that's what it looks like. What if we... Oh, wait, it just falls off of this? Oh, that's boring. Oh, it doesn't... Okay, it doesn't stick onto that either. I guess we got to shoot it on the floor. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. Bro, I think I'm in love with this blueprint. You can now just draw things. Let's see how well it can make a rocket. There's one thruster, two thrusters, and then there's the main cavity. There we go. Perfect rocket maker. Here's the blueprints and tracers in a darker environment, so you can definitely see that it does light up on the left side. It's almost like a pulsing effect. It pretty much completely goes out, then gets really bright, and then starts to fade back down again. Here's the knife. Let's go ahead and see if you can see through this as well in a darker environment, or if that was just a... Yeah, you can still see through it a little bit. It's a little bit see-through. Now to test out the tracers. Okay, so here you can see it is a little bit more than just green tracer fire. It's supposed to be a rainbow tracer, and in a darker environment, you can see this. If you're playing on a bright map and shooting in the air, you're not going to see it. Oh, at real close range, you can actually see that tracer pretty well. Not every time. It seems like every... Oh, there's a lot of rainbow tracers there. Here's what the effects look like when all over on the ground. Oh, wait, even the muzzle flash. Look to the right of the gun. You can see the muzzle flash that comes out is like a little bit of a rainbow effect as well. That's kind of sick. Couldn't see that in the bright environment, but it's super noticeable in the dark. We'll have to wait till we move over to MP to test out the death effects, but we can see what the camos look like. Here's what the gold camo looks like on the Raal. You can still see the rainbow bullets, and you can still see the green pulsing through the weapon. Here's what the gold camo looks like on the knife. Unfortunately, it doesn't cover the blade. It only covers the handle. Oh, that looks so sick in the light. The light up effects are really noticeable with the platinum camo, and then for the knife, it just covers the base. Okay, it's really noticeable on the polyatomic camo. Once again, for the knife, it's just the base. For Orion, it's got really interesting coverage. I'm not sure I like this too much. Okay, the solid camos actually have a really nice coverage. You're still going to see a lot of the green camo, but you get to see parts of the white camo that we have on it as well. Checking it out on the knife, and unfortunately, once again, it is just the base of the knife. Here's the gun screen in game. Pretty basic looking. Then we've also got the charm, and there's nothing special about it. Now let's test out the Rapid Incision finishing move, starting out with a player standing up. Oh, now for a player who's prone. That didn't work. Okay, try that again.
You ran out of luck, you little...
Okay. And finally for a downed player.
You gobshite.
Now for one of the most important tests, let's see what happens when we start taking off the attachments from this blueprint. Some blueprints get ruined. However, this one still looks pretty good with no attachments on it. However, you'll realize if we go into the firing range, we no longer have the tracer effects, we no longer have the impact effects, and we no longer have the death effects. Since this comes with an ammo type on it, if you want to keep all of those effects, you have to run the high velocity ammo type. If you take this off of the blueprint, you will no longer have the tracers. However, if we keep these on, we will still have all the special effects. You can run any other attachment you want and keep the tracers. The only thing that you have to keep on it to keep it is this attachment right here. And then obviously the knife doesn't have any attachment, so there's nothing to test. Here's the boat skin that comes with this bundle. It's kind of cool. It's got some gold accents on it, but it's definitely not a reason to buy the bundle. And I think I've got better boat skins and am probably not going to use this too much. The back of it's kind of cool. It's almost got like a Damascus effect. Okay, here we go. Now we're loaded into a normal game of MP. Let's see what the death effect on this weapon looks like when we take down an enemy player. All right, there's one, and it looked like a giant gold burst. Are those coins? Oh, I can no. Must do farther testing. That guy's too far away. We're not going to see Jack. Oh, there we go. And it does. It just turns them into a bunch of coins and they scatter across the ground. Okay, I wonder if this effect's going to work in DMZ. Cha-ching. Time for you to cash out. Okay, that last one was a little much, but testing out the pro tuning on this weapon, I mean, it seems fine. The Raal just got a nerf today. Like, legitimately, they just nerfed this gun today in a lot of different categories, but the nerf wasn't insanely effective. It's still a really strong weapon. It's just not as crazy as what it used to be. The Raal's always been one of the strongest LMGs. Yeah, it's still good. And the pro tuning on this weapon's just fine. I mean, you could do the pro tuning that's on this pretty easily yourself. However, if you're lazy, this is a pre-made weapon and it works well. For 6v6, I'd personally change the scope on this, but for DMZ and Warzone, this scope's probably fine. Now let's check out the knife. I'm almost positive there's not going to be a death effect or tracer effects on this when we attack an enemy with it, but it's worth a shot just in case. And yep, there we go. Didn't turn to coins. Nothing happened. There are no special effects on the knife that comes in this blueprint. Moving on to the DMZ/Warzone testing. Let's test out if the tracer fire and death effects work here in Warzone/DMZ. So yes, it does look like the bullet impact effects work and the tracer effect works. Now let's test out the death effects, which this one I'm already afraid is not going to end up working, because a lot of times when you have effects that destroy the body so you can't revive someone, those almost never work in Warzone/DMZ, and it wouldn't really make sense because you couldn't revive people. So I'm almost positive it's not going to work, but we need to find some bots real quick. Or how are we playing DMZ and there's no bots? There we go. So go ahead, take him out. Terrible aim. Wait, actually, did he turn to coins? Oh, I can't tell. He was too far away. This dude. No, unfortunately, it was just a tracer effect. Definitely no coin effect when you take out enemies. And this is one of the most unfortunate parts about cool death effects, is usually they just don't work in DMZ because it wouldn't make sense. And it doesn't work in Warzone either. You wouldn't be able to revive someone if their body turned to a bunch of coins. So I wish the coins would still show up, and I wish it just didn't destroy their body. All right, there's got to be some sort of workaround for this, because it's kind of disappointing that a lot of the cool effects don't work in the other half of the game. Overall, I think this is a very solid bundle. The weapon blueprints themselves look really good. The tracer fires look cool. The dismemberment effects look cool. It comes with high velocity, which is what you want to run if you're playing DMZ or Warzone. So that's a big plus in my opinion. If I had to give this bundle a ranking, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10, which is a pretty high ranking, but that's really subjective. If you're going to buy this bundle, look through everything. Don't use my ranking to decide whether or not this bundle's worth it. That's why I do these reviews, to show you guys everything that comes in the bundle before you buy it. That way you're able to make your own opinions about it. And if you want to see any more detailed bundle reviews like this one right here, make sure to sub to the channel, because every time a brand new bundle comes out that's got cool effects like this or any really cool features, we're going to review it on this channel in full depth. That way you could either save your money or find a bundle that you'd actually enjoy. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.